All right, it's One Last Midnight coming to you with a new game, and we're going to take a look at Subsistence. It was recommended to me by CatB, one of my subscribers, and it is a survival sandbox, open world, player versus everything game, where you struggle to build your base and gear up and, live in a hostile environment. You have to defend yourself against wildlife and AI hunters that come and attack you from time to time. And you progress through base technology, which is not very easy to do. I don't know. I just got sucked into it. It's not any different than any other survival game out there. You're crafting, you're gathering resources to craft, and you're trying to survive. Essentially, that's the gist of all survival games, right? But I don't know, there's something about this survival game that made it incredibly fun to play. It's challenging, it's very, very challenging to survive and keep yourself hydrated and fed. But on top of that, it felt kind of different. Now, the map is, not randomly generated. It just has a pretty large area. And from my understanding, the developer, when he does updates, kind of grows the area as well. So you kind of learn where things are on the map pretty quickly. Finding a good place for your base is kind of tough because the AI hunters will eventually come and attack you. So making sure that you have a good defensive spot for your base and being close to resources is kind of a trick. Now, the game is in early access. It's by a single developer. There's not much information out there. I did go through and did several searches on him and tried to figure out what's his story. And it doesn't seem like to be much of a story. It seems like he's focusing on the game. But it is a sole developer that's working on the game. And he is doing updates to the game. Matter of fact, the next update is looking at some sort of weather system. At least in his video, there's a winter. And so I'm hoping that it is 4 seasons. Now, that'll add a very interesting dynamic to the game because you currently have to grow food. Harvesting in winter is going to be a little bit difficult because you need to get stuff from the lake. So it's going to be interesting how he changes the gameplay with a concept of 4 seasons. The game can be played solo or it can be played co-op with up to 10 people playing. Now, I don't know if the game scales. I'm assuming that it does scale as you add more people in. But I did do a quick multiplayer with about 7 players, and it was a lot of fun. It was definitely challenging to keep everybody fed and to get the base built. But what I did notice is that the base builds pretty fast when you have a lot of people working on it. It does add to a little bit of the confusion of the game, making sure that everybody has an appropriate job and they're working on, some sort of goal and objective. But if you could get a tight group of people together, this game would be a lot of fun. I don't know how in depth the AI hunters get. I have seen some videos where you have 4 to 5 hunters attack your base. I don't know the frequency of that. I don't know if they continue to scale up as you scale up. I would make the assumption that they do. So it's going to be interesting to see how much of a challenge this game is. I plan on doing 2 series. I plan on doing a single player series, working my way through it solo, and then also doing a multiplayer where I've got a group of anywhere from 2 to hopefully 10 people come in and join and help build and work on trying to survive in this harsh world. Now, like I said earlier, the game is in early access. It's currently at $13.99, so $14 US. It's definitely worth the $14 what I found so far. I've already invested more than 14 hours in the game. $1 an hour, hey man, that's totally worth it to me. You'll get some fun out of it. It's not quite done, and I don't know when it will be done, if it'll ever be done, because that's the risk with early access games. But for what it is right now, it seems to be pretty solid in single player. I've come across some minor little defects. Multiplayer is a little bit wonky. There are some issues that pop up, and we did see some during the multiplayer, but not so much that it stops you from playing. And I've seen more problems in released games than I have in this particular multiplayer. Outside of the other stuff that I listed, crafting mechanics, dynamic base building, weapons upgrade system, mining and refining ores, AI hunters, which I said farming, animal husbandry, cooking mechanics, day-night cycles, temperature changes, hunger, thirst, and strength mechanics, clothing system for inviting players to join on a particular base, power systems, NPCs leveling system. So this is some of the stuff that is definitely in the game right now. And again, you have to be interested in doing early access because that's currently what it is right now. All right, at any rate, that's my kind of overview and review of Subsistence. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. If you're not subscribers already, please subscribe. And if you want to follow me on any of my social media, you can find the links in the description below. We'll talk to you again soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.